welcome back to the Foolish Mortals. We have one key and all we have to do is to find the crystal ball and the letters or anything like this to communicate with Xavier and Cecile and get their keys to the treasure. Okay. Still nothing. Oh,
The
there's a
stitching
string.
was too tight to undo with my hands. Pressing into it,
Oh, the spring. Okay, we need the spring for the press.
Deciding the jalopy was so beat up, I pulled the spring from the rip.
Perfect. I wonder if we need to do something with the with the horn too, but for now, let's leave it be. I'm borderline
This
sure
is why I
it
need to
shouldn't
switch
work.
to electric. Maybe if I put that there.
Maybe this will help?
What do you think you're doing?
I fixed it for you.
I'm going to need to recalibrate the whole thing now.
No need to say thank you.
Need to be this unkind in general.
You're lucky. There's something fishy about you, Murphy McCallan. I can smell a story on a person like rotten eggs in an egg salad. And currently it's the 4th of July summer picnic and someone forgot to put the bowl in the refrigerator last night.
Don't need to be so
It was a
nasty.
test sheet Evelyn had printed to test the press's alignment.
Okay, let's grab.
I picked up the freshly printed.
Oh, it's good. Okay, so we didn't need the actual letters or the telegram that I thought we would need to retrieve from the alligators, but more of future board. Okay, this will do nicely. Is she going to tell us some stories?
Yes?
Hi!
Oh yeah.
What are you working on?
A clarification. A local dancer's moving off the island and looking to get rid of some furniture. But my piece asking if there was any interest in Hoochie Coochie dancer Lulu Leroy's huge chest got a much bigger response than we expected.
Oh.
And not for the right reasons.
I mean, goodness gracious, if you worded it like this.
Am I right in thinking you're not from around here?
Good call, McAllen. Santa Monica, California. Born and bred. Hadn't even... The divine irony is that I got this job due to a misleading ad seeking newspaper editor for dynamic community. Exciting stories. What nonsense. But now I'm here. Not...
Why did you stay?
I came down with a horrible case of temporary and...
Health issue?
No. I started dating a notary named Jonathan. Right after I'd taken out a mortgage, I stumbled across his dalliances with the fishmonger's wife, the ironmonger's wife, and the cheesemonger's wife. Knowing his type, I decided I'd become a warmonger. And I set fire to his belongings. I last saw him picking through his charred underpants on my front porch. Now he's off in Rancho Cucamonga with some flapper named Anastasia, and I'm still financially tied to this island.
I'm trying to track down
A serial killer? This could be gold. When did this happen? This morning? Last...
No.
33 years? That's not journal...
Okay, you then wanted to report on the rum runners, and now you want to report on the serial killer.
I
Doubt
think
it.
I better be.
My door's always... I broke the hinge earlier.
Okay. I still think that the crystal ball would be the poor goldfish aquarium, but let's see.
Welcome back.
Welcome! I don't have anything to replace it with. Okay, let's go back to mansion and maybe I will find something on my way.
It was strange.
Maybe the pot. Although it will be probably even worse than the round globe for the fish. No good choices for the granny. Poor fishy.
I took the.
Welcome.
Don't sit, you will have to give her the Ouija board.
I found something that could be used as a spirit board.
Yes, that will work. Even if it will take a lot of concentration on my part. Cecil Belmore, we now implore. Where do you rest forevermore? I sense a hidden place. A laboratory known only to Cecil. A secret refuge for study and invention, and desperate attempts to reconcile science and the supernatural. But he's been followed. Unknown to Cecil, someone lies in wait in the darkness and is about to look at the painting.
Stop it, stop. Yeah. Just as Sebastian told us.
Cecil's body lies in a hidden laboratory, and you must find it. Cecil never told anyone where he conducted his work, but in happier times he created a treasure hunt for his brothers, were they ever to seek him out. That is your lifeline, Murphy. Follow the trail of clues to reach that laboratory. I sense the first clue lies in Cecil's bedroom.
That's really stupid idea on his part, but okay. Do I judge? Yep. I think we can also ask Sebastian because he saw Cecil going somewhere and Rackham following him with the knife. Yeah, go there. Let's see if the little spawn of chaos is here. He is not. Noise.
The apparatus looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess. The books covered all manner of scientific subjects: magnetism, thermodynamics, chemistry. The bag was empty of everything. I searched through the pockets of the lab coat.
Anything nice? Or only nasty?
To my
Oh,
surprise,
yeah,
I found
this
something. A
coat.
small...
Perfect, we'll give it to the statue.
I'd already carried a shrunken head around earlier that night. I didn't want to start a trend by lugging around other, and I especially didn't want...
The guy who mastered the preparation for the pathology, I think he was scientist from the Netherlands, he actually used to have very weird tendency to do quite creepy dioramas. Currently there are only, I think, catalog pictures of those dioramas, but they were made entirely with human materials, from the kidney stones as a ground, like fetal skeleton as a people, then other pieces of internal organs and whatever else he was able to prepare as, let's say. But pretty creepy. But he actually did master preparation when it comes to presentation of the organs for the pathologists. I was meant to beat them up, right? I would assume that somewhere should beat them up. Okay, whatever. Let's look outside. Let's give the coin to the statue. Okay. I didn't meant to go to the trophy room. Here you go.
There wasn't any immediately apparent way to use the coin on the statue. It wasn't a coin I
Really?
couldn't see anything.
You know that the statue is of the person who sold for single coin the kingdom to save the loved one.
Good. Did you say
That's right.
What did he want to know?
He was asking which ones could drug a person. Ended up rather captivated by the...
What happens if it's used as...
Just a few leaves in a cup of tea would have you paralyzed. There are no ill effects once you come back round, though. Of all the plants here, it's probably...
Unless you're bricked up alive. Do you have any...
I don't. It was all missing the morning after Rackham asked about...
Well, no.
Bye, Murphy.
Hope that we can use it. Oh,
There wasn't any...
okay. No means no.
I couldn't see anything alive in the plant pot. Despite...
Let's go grab the globe. Maybe I should ask Ned about the billard. He seems like person knowing about everything. So, hello,
Welcome
gentlemen.
back.
Honestly, with being super duper, well, I would say financially off, you could give the fish better aquarium.
The chamber pot would make a respectable new home for the fish.
No, it wouldn't.
But I knew Jasper...
Neither this nor the chamber pot. I'm super mad about this. I know it's silly, but I can't really like when people do give fish proper aquariums because they are always so overlooked.
Would you be able to polish my bro...
Goodness me! What a...
Oh, just the...
I don't know how anyone does this much tearing.
Okay. Doop 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 doop. Nasty person. And it's so small!
With Jasper distracted, it was time for his... Hopefully it didn't suffer any indignity at the change of residence. But then, being...
Looks fish. Maybe Jasper will buy poor fish a better home.
Here you... I've wrapped it in a little tissue paper, this...
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
But really, sir, this many polishings in one night might be approached. I certainly understand the appeal of a good flash, but I don't know how many more...
Sorry.
It was a sheet of semi-transparent tissue paper.
Are we going to copy something on it? Maybe. Oh no, not here. We are going to the Madame. Jesus, sorry, I kinda spastic now.
Welcome.
Blanchette.
Will this work as a crystal ball?
Considering our circumstances, we will have to make do. Savior Belmore, hear our cry. Where does your mortal body lie? I sense a cave on the island coast. Waves thrashing, wind howling, and two figures exploring its darkest depths. Xavier and Rackham. Rackham has lured Xavier here, promising an unparalleled expedition to the bold adventurer. But it's a trap. I sense Rackham fleeing the cave, leaving Xavier as the water rises and rises and rises. Look at the painting. Xavier's body still lies in that coastal cave. I feel much danger there, but you must get a boat and cross the sea to reach it. I sense something in Xavier's bedroom might help you locate it.
Let's go to Xavier. Ew.
The latch on the trunk was broken.
Very you.
I would have to do without whatever was inside.
Oh, come on. Don't be a baby.
I needed to think.
You can use the knife.
That didn't work.
Really? It's
I could.
the gunpowder. Gunpowder is the answer to everything.
Nope.
Whatever.
I stared at the glassy black eyes of the bear rug. I reached up and as best as I could tell, this was a genuine pirate. The island I recognized as Devil's Rock, but what stood out to me was the large X in red ink on the southern coast, marked, at least I hoped it was.
It's definitely ink. Oh, we can go there. Perfect. Okay, no comments on anything else.
Weapons weren't my style. Besides,
So the hatch
the
is
latch
broken,
on the
right?
trunk was broken.
Latch.
I would have to do without whatever was inside. It was a wooden trunk covered in stickers from far off. It was the cotton flag that Crab, the
I wonder, because we should be able to, you know, just open
that
it.
didn't work.
Oh my god, I have already so many thingies. Anyway, I will wonder about this later. Hi, you little thingy.
Hello again,
Oh,
Not playing hide and seek.
I've outgrown it.
Sore loser.
I didn't lose. You cheated.
That's true.
Anyway, I've moved.
A paddle ball?
My mum found it for me after I told her I wasn't getting the tin boot I wanted for my birthday.
It's not even your birth.
That doesn't matter. Bet you can't do this.
The little brat had me there. Like hula hooping, unicycling, and stilt walking, my facility with a paddle ball was on par with my ability to do other completely useless party tricks. Shouldn't you be getting...
I'm not the page boy anymore. I've been demoted.
How did that happen?
Well, before I started playing with this paddle ball, I found a marble in one of the bedrooms. A super-sized one. Perfect for bombing.
Whose bed?
One of the guest rooms. Mr. Beaumont's, I think. He's certainly lost his marbles.
What did you do?
Like my dad taught me, I'm keeping Mum on that one. All I'm going to say is that it was a big mix-up. Mrs. Craddock must have had her sense of humour surgically
So, you think you're good with that paddle?
better than you'll ever.
Bet you can.
Look,
Are we being mean to the child? Probably.
I didn't want to... That had been a good idea. I just needed to... The hit... Hello, Sebastian.
Let's first talk with about other things.
Did you say you followed...
I was going to, but then I saw.
Rackham?
Shh. Yeah, I'm.
Mallory told...
What's she going to do? I'm all.
But that's not a nice way to treat other...
She's stuck.
How?
She tried to have me exercise.
I beg your pardon?
Candles, salt, a pentagram. She even brought over a black cat from the... When I confronted her about it, she said she was just doing a
Yeah, I would appreciate if the kid actually told me about where he saw Cecil going, but oh well.
Bet you can.
Look at.
Okay. I can do it. I just need to focus. I'm a terrible person.
With Sebastian's eyes closed, I took out my scissors, and when the timing was right, snipped.
I'm going to hell for that.
Hey, what happened to my paddle ball?
The ball just snapped right off there. Maybe you need to practice a bit more. With any other child, I'd feel guilty. With Sebastian, it felt like evening out the cosmic balance.
I bet
No.
Mallory was behind this.
Okay, and we will use it for the billiard.
I picked up the red rubber ball I'd cut.
Perfecto. Let's go to this new location. Unless I will need to go by the boat. Then I will just hire the ferry.
Crossbone Cove lay at the bottom of impassable.
Ferry it is. But first we will talk with Ned.
I
Hi.
decided
Really?
I had more important things to focus on than my.
Okay, so this is Creaky Crab first.
I thought better of swimming out to the wreck, as best as I could.
Boom. Okay, my fella, I have something for you. We are going on an adventure.
I'd like to charter your ferry, please. I have a map here to. Huh? What's that?
Shh, quiet!
The puppets!
Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was supposed to announce the title.
Really?
Excuse me? About the.
Yes, I'm afraid the ferry's engaged.
Because of the puppet.
You got it. My favorite part's when they hit each other on the head.
Hey guys, do you think you'll be. I don't think I'd ever been brushed off by a puppet. Great show. Maybe it's. I was starting to dislike. Great show. Maybe.
Okay, what
I
can
was starting
I
to
do?
dis.
Aside from the obvious answer, which is always the gunpowder.
That wasn't going to work.
I mean, I could make it work.
No. It was an old silver coin. At its center were two lines of text, but they were too small.
Okay, let's go for the microscope then. Maybe we'll just need to wait out until the whole puppet show is over.
Welcome back.
Hello, gentlemen.
Could I use your microscope?
Oh,
I
yeah, never.
With the microscope calibrated, the coin's writing came into focus. It read, "Into the palm of a prince." The inscription must have been
statue.
a clue. I just had to find the prince's palm.
Oh, I should have just watched this.
Granny,
Coin
why
before.
are you in a... Oh, right.
Can we talk with our young friend here?
Then we take over the monkey bars.
Hello again.
Are you?
Did you try to...
No.
Mallory?
Exercise is supposed to be good for you. Anyway.
Actually, just stop. The less I know about this paranormal pranking... Well,
Long live the sisterhood!
I'm glad she's having a friend, but also quite concerned for the future. it makes sense that the riddle of the scientist was using the microscope. One of the things I actually liked in the lab was the microscope calibration. I'm kinda okay with standard microscopes.
Following the inscription on the coin and realizing that the metallic statue depicted an Indian prince, I took a close look at the statue's palm. For the first time, I noticed a slight circular indentation, about the size of a coin. I placed the coin into the statue's hand. It fit the indentation exactly into the palm of a prince. No sooner had I done it than I heard sparks and hums coming from inside the statue.
The circuit!
That's when I realized it wasn't a
Cool.
statue at all. It was an automaton. A robotic figure made to move with cogs, wires, and electrical pulses. It seemed to be fighting to move, but then, nothing.
Well, blow me over with a dandelion. I didn't expect anyone to get that working again.
It's not doing much.
Joints will be frozen, I should think. No wonder after all these years. Another job for me to do, and a dangerous one at that. Who knows how many volts Master Cecil ran through that thing to get it moving?
Okay, what do I need to do?
Good evening. Do you know what's wrong?
That thing will be rusted up. If you want to get it moving, you do best to lubricate. There must be some grease somewhere. It's a marvel, that thing. One of Master swore me to secrecy when he installed it. There'll be even more.
Well, no.
Goodbye, Mer.
Okay, do we have something? Or do I need to go around and look? I need to go around and look. Okay, let's see if there's anything on the not kitchen, the table in the main room, because I think that some greasy wedding food would work wonders. Greasy food, yum yum.
Hello again, Miss. I heard you had a run-in with some.
Oh, goodness gracious. You must be talking about the marble he found in Mr. Beaumont's chambers, I presume.
That's right. What
That
happened
was
to it?
probably an
The
eye.
little deviant was supposed to be making himself useful as a page boy by watching over Mrs. Pritchett. Almost instead, with a single flick, Sebastian managed to bounce his marble off the skirting board, ricochet it off the chandelier, and land it right on top of Mrs. Pritchett's hairpiece.
Well, kids will be kids, I suppose.
It wasn't a marble at all.
I
It
knew
was
it.
Mr. And you know what he said? He said he was keeping an eye on her like he was.
I heard you didn't send a wedding invitation to Captain Moon.
Well, of course he didn't receive it. He was dismissed from his employment weeks before the wedding.
He's very upset about it. Don't years of...
Accident? I suppose you never learned exactly.
Actually,
We discovered that Captain Moot used to invite ladies up to the bridge
Ah.
after hours. Dozens of ladies over the years. He'd take them on moonlit cruises around the island and, goodness gracious me, paint them with no clothes on, draped over the ship's wheel, stretched out in the rigging, dangling from the anchor.
Why the
Apparently,
artist?
he must have gotten a bit too carried away with his brushstrokes on the final painting, because he didn't see the rocks.
that would...
Indeed.
Nice.
I'll leave you...
How thank...
Okay, but what I want the class I for actually?
Welcome.
I have some more...
Ask.
Are you the one people in...
I've heard that the Belmore brothers approached me to help research. The brothers did everything they could to understand it. A never-ending investigation into science and this. To my deep regret, I was never able to find a way to destroy this with no way to destroy it. The only option was...
in the vault?
That's right. Deep below the house, within a labyrinth of caves, where we pray no one...
You would think that the ghost can go through the wall and into the vault, but I guess that those ghosts are in general more, let's say, material, especially with how Sebastian interacted with the surroundings and other guys.
The last time I messed around with this kind of thing, I ended up...
Yes, I'm afraid that man was lured in by theatrics and promises of power he never actually held.
It looked like he had powers to me.
Rackham's spirit had been reaching out for someone he could dupe, but Rackham was always the puppeteer. Moray had no powers whatsoever, except for those manifested by
does Rackham have...
I'm afraid he does, Murphy. Although I discovered that far too late. I like to think of myself as knowledgeable about magic, but even I'm not sure what twisted powers Rackham wielded to project himself outside of the... He seems to have power over visions and nightmares, and used that to put his plan...
Is it voodoo?
No.
But the summoning spell that I cast, that seemed...
The manuscript you carry in your pocket is far older than the origins of voodoo in this region. It is a real spell. The icons of voodoo that adorn it are merely a distraction. I suspect Rackham has a knowledge of magic.
So it's a...
More something in
Why couldn't he get Dr. Moray to...
A wise quest. Magic doesn't work equally for everyone. Each spell depends. Some spells work only for someone whose heart. Others work only for the person who rightfully owns the talisman. Some spells, no matter how much is invested in them, Moray was the bait. But Rackham needed someone more attuned to actually complete.
I traded Dr. Moray for the Grigri that enabled the summon...
No, Murphy. Moray may have been the broker, but you cast your trade into his spirit pool. You traded Rackham for the Grigri, the same Grigri that unleashed that terrible spell on...
I should get...
May fate...
The clairvoyant jingled from her. She looked like a cross between... The portrait had...
Okay, I thought that we'll be able to get the glass eye from her, but no. Let's go cheat at some billiard, okay? We can do it. Maybe we finally will be able to open the wheel, although I don't think so. I don't have the good luck with opening the mill. Trying and trying, and it doesn't work. Okay, where do I want to go? Oh yeah, cheating at the billiard.
I had an idea. One that required skill, subtlety, and finesse. Or at least the ability to hurl a billiard ball through an open doorway. Yoink!
Did you just touch the table?
Absolutely not.
You absolutely did.
Ow! Who threw that?
Hello again, Cap.
Welcome back, Cap. Oh, what a sad day. I knew it would happen sooner or... It was that damn fool Moray. He never loved her the way I did. She was one in him. A personality as fierce, a sway when she moved that could hypnotize, and curves in all.
Are we still talking about... I'd like a
Thinking you can beat what...
Yes, I do.
I don't believe it. I've never seen 14s before. You must have arms like the coupling rods on a steam train.
A blessing and a curse, as I've discovered more than once to my own cost. But I don't like to boast. Does this mean I win the trophy?
I'm afraid it does, but you need to bring it back next Wednesday for the potluck. We'll have a rematch then.
Fine, I just probably will explode something with it.
With my newfound title as club billiards champion, it was time to claim my trophy. It was the trophy I'd won at the captain.
Okay, are we going to talk about
Good
ladies?
evening, Captain Moot.
If you say so.
I found out why you were caught painting naked ladies on the that's why you crashed the
Maybe that's true, but you'd think she'd have been more understanding about the whole thing.
Why's that?
She was the naked lady I was painting when we crashed.
Oh my god! What a story! Beautiful.
I switched on the lighthouse light.
Do you want to...
Yes.
I'm the club's new champion.
Did you beat old Pemberley?
Beginner's
Yes, I
luck, I
did.
suppose.
Ha! Looks like all those days at the bays haven't paid off, Gifford. Boy, you'll have to have a party to celebrate.
Sure, Moot. Just make sure to get an invitation so you don't have to crash the party. We all know how much you enjoy crashing things.
Oh, you catty.
I better be off.
So long.
Catty wench. Anything new, Felix?
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again, sir.
Felix,
You beat Captain Pemberley.
I certainly did.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe he'll have a rest from it for a little bit. We haven't been able to pry him away from that table for months. I've been hiding those billiard balls, one a week since August. The guy won't give it up. It's cost the club a fortune in billiard chalk.
I best be
Farewell.
Okay, I have this thingy. Treasure map. Root. And I was thinking about something else too.
It was an ivory comb. Two puppets danced and wiggled on.
Ew.
Welcome back.
Okay, let's talk about fossils because I have gentlemen interested
The
in
cabinet was
them.
filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils. Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
Are these
Goodness me, you're the second person today to ask me about them.
Let me guess. The first one was a gentleman called Muffy?
I didn't catch his name, but he pressed his face up against the cabinet so hard he left nose prints on the glass. Wouldn't stop asking questions about where I found them. Seemed to think they were from here on the island. Didn't have the heart to tell him I brought them all back from a vacation in Grimstone, Arizona. Total time waster. Who was he anyway? Friend of yours?
Not exactly. His name is Muffy Carlyle.
Of the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
That's him.
You mean to tell me one of the richest men in the country was in my store? My store. Selling the finest watches, necklaces, jewelry, and rings? And all he wanted to talk about was rocks and bones? Excuse me. I feel a little faint.
Oh no.
Do you think I could...
You certainly can.
Could I take it on
account of what?
On account of me having no money. I think I'll just...
I'm here if...
You want to see cool coin? See.
What do you think of this coin?
Oh, very interesting. Though I'm afraid with these old spectacles, I can't make out what the engraving says.
Okie dokie. Tissue treasure. Hi, Muffy.
Hello again. How's the fossil?
Terrible. This beach has...
Oh,
What's
come
that
on.
book?
That's my research text.
A paleontology.
No. A thrilling series of books for the young reader. My favorite is Dunstan and the
Well,
I'll never...
Poor lad.
I glanced at the book's cover.
Can we swap it up with each different book, maybe?
I peered into the tide pools. The wiry man was diligently searching the beach, looking like the awkward love child of...
Can we dig? I can give him the shovel, right?
Would this help you find...
No. You can't go systematic meticulousness or...
And
Okay.
big...
Exactly.
Oh god. My friend. You will never find them. Unless you want to blow at the sun.
I didn't...
No, we don't want to actually help him. Feather tester.
I didn't...
Okay, after spasming my mouse for a little bit, I just noticed that I never clicked on the
A
beam.
large round
and
beam rotated
yeah.
slow...
It seems like there is a grease. Which means that we will actually get the skeleton key of Cecile.
Using the cotton flag, I scooped up some of the gloppy grease.
Let's go and get in. Wrong door again. Probably once I will collect all of the keys, the Rakam will appear and try to steal it from me. Probably. Let me adjust the volume quickly. Okay.
Using the flag soaked in grease, I began to oil the automaton's.
Okay, and let's give it the coin.
I placed the coin back in the automaton's hand and watched.
Oh no, there is a clue. I thought that some
The cap of
sort
the scroll case opened and revealed something inside.
some secret passage will appear.
Yet. Gives us all hope, doesn't it?
I picked up the piece of paper. Unrolling it, I discovered it was a death certificate, all filled in except for one key piece of information. The name was missing. It was certainly a clue, but who did it belong to?
I think we can ask Edgar. Clearly, he was the one who's the Undertaker. Let's go. That, or we will need to raid the archives and the newspaper. Hopefully not. I have very bad record trail with the newspaper, so let's try with the Edgar first.
Does this death certificate mean anything to you? The name hasn't been filled in, but it says you were the Undertaker.
Of course I was. Nobody else on the island.
I was wondering if you...
That was over. You know how many bodies I've buried in my... This may surprise you, but...
Is there any way I could...
Well, you've got the date they were buried. Maybe there was an...
Thank you.
So, paper it is. Okay, let's go to the newspaper office. Hopefully
As I
it will
returned
be
to the
more
docks, I
stuff.
realized that Dead Nettle's usual smell of sea breeze and rotting fish had been replaced by something far more...
Ooh! That has successful day after all. Let's go. I don't know why I'm even trying
I
to
had
talk
nothing
with you
else.
again. Okay. Oh, matches!
These are
I am a member.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Now I have the matches. Let's go and talk with Ned. Oh, he is having the fishy. I hope that it's not the taxidermied one. It's not longer on the hook.
Hello again, Mac. I hope you don't mind, but you left your fish hanging there. No sense in letting a fish that size go to waste. I've started cooking it up. It'll be the tastiest fish this side of the Mississippi.
No.
We can tuck in as soon as it's cooked.
I tried to hide the realization growing on my face. A mouthful of taxidermy stuffing and chipped teeth from the iron horseshoe hidden inside wouldn't be the culinary sensation Ned was after. Sounds great, Ned.
Save him? Maybe. But also, I don't believe that the fisher wouldn't recognize that this is taxidermied fish with...
The fish was far too hot to pick
Years.
up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me to extinguish his grill. Good evening, Ned.
Hello again.
Ned, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not sure.
Nah, Mac.
No, really, I think there's something in... Ned was a nice guy, seemingly too nice to believe what I'd stowed in that fish. How's the grilled pen?
Sizzling up nice. I have to keep checking it every few minutes. Make sure the fire isn't too hot. Make sure the skin doesn't get too charred. But don't worry, I'll let you know as soon as we're ready to eat.
Oh no.
Catch you later.
See you around.
I have to save him. Oh no.
I had more important... I couldn't do...
You should. Where's the gunpowder? The only answer to
The
everything.
fish didn't need seasoning, especially not with gunpowder.
It needs Jesus, not the seasoning. I hate it. But I also really hate that they are assuming that someone who's the fisher from Port City wouldn't notice that this is taxidermied old fish from some nasty place. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I will take care of this later.
Well, look who it is. Murphy, I've been hearing talk of someone wandering the island on a crime spree. And look who comes walking through the door.
I can explain.
Explain what? We've got no time for your blabber. I need your help to catch him. You're an auditor, aren't you?
I used to be.
You must be used to prying that big nose of yours into other people's business.
Big nose?
It's a honker, Murphy. Now, put it to good use and help me sniff out who this Devil's Rock devil is.
What's he been up to?
Given age-restricted voodoo artifacts to an 8-year-old, let loose a dangerous domesticated alligator, broken into Belmore Manor, trespassed at Baxter's Mill, handled prohibited alcohol, recklessly knocked over historic explosives, impersonated the dead, and, get this, bellowsed a chicken.
I have no idea.
The monster.
Know anything about it?
Can't say that I do.
Well, keep your eyes open. If a good and just citizen like me allows those with such wickedness to get away with their heinous deeds, then what has become of us as a society?
Is that really the reason?
Of
No.
course not. I might sell some newspapers out of this.
Besides, she was absolutely okay with mobster runners in the church, and that would be the story. Okay, maybe she can help us with the archives. Not the tissue paper, but the certificate.
I needed to Can I take a look in the...
Sorry, McAllen. Employees only. And we're a one-woman operation here.
I'm trying to track a burial down, and I think the date might match up with an...
I hear you. Why don't you write up your request and lodge it with our archival department?
Where's the...
In any trash can.
Seriously, come on. What do I need to do to convince you to be a bit more cooperative? Treasure map. Nope. Okay, let's go back to the puppet show. I have no idea right now. Okay, they are doing the honking sound, so I can honk harder.
Perhaps it was the piratical air that brought to mind the mimicry skills of a... If Squawkin' Hawkins could do it, maybe I could give it a try.
You're speaking over my lines.
Oh, so we want them to argue. Okay. Argue as much as possible.
Hey guys, I was
What's the other sound? It's like the instrument you're doing from the grass. I think you can do it also on the comp.
Nope.
No? Usually with the tall grass, the long one, you can use it to do kinda weird sound.
Remembering my childhood.
Yeah! I have no idea that it's called kazoo. Okay. Maybe it is the same thing. I don't think so. I don't know.
Non ci posso credere. You're...
Okay, that was the wild guess.
You did it again! Mama always told me you'd try to upstage me. Che pazza. Mama told you that. She always told me I should go solo.
The mama is kinda schemer.
Right, that's it. I quit. You quit. I quit first. You'll never work in this town again. Work in this town again? We only arrived this morning. You You sabotaged the show!
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just...
That was hilarious! I liked it when the puppets fight, but I love it when it's the puppeteers.
Glad you enjoyed the show.
Could I borrow those instruments you used? If they come back, I'd like to direct the encore.
Sure, I doubt I'll have much more use for them.
And would you trade the instruments for the ride? Maybe? Maybe.
Could you take me to Crossbone Cove?
Well, look at that. That's quite the dangerous destination. Do you know how many boats have crashed against the rocks along that coast?
Does that mean we can't go?
Oh, sure we can. But it'll cost you.
How much?
Boat charter, insurance, perilous route supplement, double pay at this time of night. It's gonna cost you at least $50.
What?
$50?
Plus tax. Let's call it $75 total.
75?
But listen, I'll give you private hire of the ferry for the rest of the night.
I don't have that much.
No problem. Just get back to me when you do. As I say it, you've got no other choice. Ain't no other ferry around at this time of night.
Holy moly. That's a lot. Isn't that like crazy a month? Considering what time it is taking place, the prohibition time? Oh, I didn't want to go here. I wanted to go and ask the crazy hair of the company to go on the adventure with me, because he does have money.
Did you say you were looking for a more secluded beach?
Yes, that's right. Have you found one?
Look at this. Further along the coast is a bay called Crossbone Cove.
Crossbone Cove.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Bony. How do we get there?
There's a ferryman in town named Crab McCready who can take us to Crossbone Cove. We just need $75 to cover the charter fee.
Oh, absolutely. I can spare some of my allowance. Let me write you a check.
Oh, that was easy. Dude, you have to be a bit less naive. Hope that he finds some fossils.
It was a signed check I'd been given by...
Otherwise, I will be a bit
That
sad.
should cover it.
I'll go charter.
Here you go, good sir. Or not so good, sir. Why don't you want the check? Okay, I cannot talk with him. And I cannot give him the check. It looks like a bug, to be fair. Okay, I fixed it. It turned out that you have to very carefully walk down the plank and then you can interact with the crab, which is a bit confusing, to be fair.
Will this cover the ferry payment?
Oh, I didn't think you'd get that much. Sure it will. Who's this Carlisle guy?
Oh, he's coming too. He's funding the trip.
Well, he gets a promotional flag too.
Gee, thanks.
Consider this ferry chartered. Thank you for placing your trust in the Crab McCready Ferry Company, despite all the reviews. Now, once you're come...
Pen that map up inside the cabin, will you? It'll be a tricky voyage to Crossbone Cove. I haven't sunk yet. This month.
And so we were off, captained by
Let's
a
hope
man whose body
it is not the
composition
beginning
had
of the
more
month.
alcohol in it than a bottle of vodka. And yet he navigated like a seasoned dancer.
Pirouetting through the treacherous currents with a drunken grace, all the while sipping from a flask that smelled stronger than window cleaner. Crab, I can't complain about your captaincy skills, but I've got to ask, how did you get through those treacherous rocks with so much alcohol in your bloodstream?
Murphy, if I didn't have the alcohol in my bloodstream, I wouldn't be going anywhere near those rocks in the first place.
Fair. but also silly. Don't tell me I will have to shoot it.
I didn't want to disturb the rock pile. I might have... It was a pile of rocks, sturdily balanced.
Oh, there's a cross.
Hello again, Muffy.
Hello,
Any luck finding the...
Nothing. I'm beginning to think this island doesn't have any fossils.
Have you found anything at all?
Only these.
Oh my goodness, Muffy! Those are gemstones! Rubies, emeralds, sapphires? This might be genuine pirate treasure.
But they're not fossils, are they? They're nothing more than baubles. They're not the figurative footsteps of ancient behemoths, the skeletal remains of the kings of the prehistoric world. I'll have you know, I'm not conducting this exploration for financial gain, but for the love of dinosaurs. Here, you seem rather entranced by them. You can have them.
Hey, I can understand. There is no
Gosh,
love
thank you,
greater
Muffy.
than the love for the dinosaurs.
What do you think of Crossbone Cove, Muffy?
I feel like
It's nice to get away from it all.
Just the place to build a summer retreat, I'd say. A manor on the cliffside, a pier for the yacht, connect up a road for Rufus. Then I'd be able to enjoy the isolation.
You haven't seen a cave around.
I'm afraid not. Why? Have you lost?
It appears so.
Well, don't give up. Things are always in...
Good luck with the fossil hunt.
I'm close.
I think the entrance to the cave is underneath the rock pillar. Let's talk with gentlemen.
Hello again.
Hello,
Isn't there some...
Looks like there's been a rock slide. Not unusual on this side of the island. The Caribbean hurricanes hit these coves with full force.
Do you think there are any fossils?
Bones? Here. You see, most of the rock is igneous. It doesn't have the right sedimentary process and stratigraphic considerations. You need to have a thorough understanding of geologic timescales and the depositional environments present to fully grasp why fossils wouldn't be...
I didn't expect you to know.
Most people don't. Skills like that, never know when they'll come in use.
To be fair, you could have been doing very good educational trips with explaining stuff.
What do you think of Muffy persisting in his search?
Well, everybody needs a hobby, right? I collect rubber ducks.
You continue to What's that tower of...
Ah, there's a cairn. Probably built centuries ago.
What was it used for?
The cairns were used by pirates as markers. You see, with all these coves and caves along the coast, so they'd stack up the rocks and put something reflective on top, like a shard of metal from a broken cutlass or a handheld mirror. Then, as they'd sail the coast, they'd shine their lanterns across the beaches, and if they saw something reflect back, they knew that's where they'd hidden the stolen loot.
Do you think the cove's still...
I don't think so. What's the point of hiding gold and jewels if you don't...
That's interesting. I didn't know about that.
So pirates used to use this beach.
I heard this one was used by Captain...
He's related to Jasper Crumb.
Hard to believe, isn't it? One of the most vicious pirates to sail these seas. How a bloodline can go from a man who would cut through a dozen men for just a single...
What knocked the wind out of Captain Crumb's sails?
Some say it was a ghost ship. Personally, I think he must have had a midlife crisis. Tried to find something more fulfilling, like crochet or watercolor painting. All that swashbuckling would wear anyone out.
I'd like to head back to Dead Nettle.
No. Damn
I'll
it.
stay
I
here.
forgot.
Come back to me later. I'm not leaving until I find a fossil. That guy's elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor now, does it? Hop
does
aboard,
not.
Murphy.
My bad. I hope that I can use map just to transfer without him. Yep. Okay, let's put brooch. Probably brooch will be fine. Or the gemstone.
I balanced the brooch on top of the cairn. Its reflective jewel facing out to the horizon. If pirates could make use of this, maybe I could too.
Okay.
It was a handful of multicolored gems.
We want to use it too?
I didn't want to lose the gemstones by pouring them onto the cairn. One slip and they'd have ended up... It was a pile of...
And we don't have the source of light other than the lighthouse.
Looking back out through the narrow inlet across the wave, currently it was shining...
Oh crap, you will be doing so many rounds here
Hello
and there.
again,
Hello.
I'd like to...
Hop aboard.
No sight of cat. Let's go. I still think that we will need to shoot something with the Armata cannon. Yep, cannon. Not my brightest day.
As I directed the light along the coast, it caught the polished brooch I'd placed on the cairn, reflecting back the light fantastically, like a signal mirror.
Nice.
The red light must have been the reflection of the brooch I'd planted.
Do you want to shoot it? Or first we want to check it? Maybe check it first. Finally, I will have the opportunity to use my gunpowder.
Turning to Crossbone Cove, I discovered the lighthouse at Fort de la Moor was now illuminated.
Okay, so there is a lock
The
slide.
far end of Crossbone, it seemed the
And
cave
I will
I
use
was
the
after
cannon.
had gone missing. I couldn't see a way through the fallen rocks. If I wanted to get...
Maybe tell him to stand aside.
Hello again.
Hello,
I just spoke to Crab.
No, Murphy.
Good luck with
so
the...
I'm close.
silly. Silly, silly gentleman.
With use of the fair... Hello again.
Hello, Murphy.
Do you think there's a way...
That has to be too hard. The only way you're going to get through there is by blowing a hole in it. And I'm a...
Easy peasy.
I'd like...
I have the key. And I have the knowledge how to do things, so... Sir? Ramrod. Okay, so we are starting with the gunpowder.
I poured the gunpowder into...
And then we are taking the...
I loaded the billy spherical and
Trophy.
solid metal.
It is a cannonball. Just gilded. Then Ramrod, which is a beautiful word, at least by the sound of it.
I packed in the gunpowder and makeshift cannonball. Now there were just 2 steps remaining.
It's not
Aim
makeshift
and fire.
shift cannonball. It's actually...
Whoa!
It's actually makeshift trophy. And matches somewhere here. I have way too many things
Cannon
in
was
my
ready
inventory.
to fire, but Muffy was still at cross. No matter how annoying the lanky fellow was, I couldn't fire the cannon.
Okay, so we do have some conscious. Maybe I need to grab some fossil and... Yeah, I can buy the fossil, right? I still don't know how to save Ned from this horrible fish.
Welcome back.
Okay,
Even if I could reach it,
let's trade this for fossil.
I've got something to sell that I think you'll be very interested in.
Wonderful. What is it you're selling?
You might actually
These are
buy
genuine
proper
pirate
tank
jacks
for this
we
fish.
discovered at the treacherously inaccessible Crossbone Cove, where they must have laid undisturbed for 2 centuries. Just imagine their history. Fierce ship battles, sword fights, X marks the spot. They must be priceless.
That's a very exciting story,
Gold.
Murphy.
Oh,
but
glass.
I'm afraid what we have here
Sea glass.
is glass.
I knew it.
Glass.
Yes, bits of bottle or a broken lantern, perhaps. They fall into the sea, then the tide wears them down until you end...
Does that mean you're not going...
I'm afraid not. I'll tell you what I'll do. Have a look and see if there's something you'd like to drink. Does that sound like a...
Sounds like the best deal I'm going to get.
Yeah, I want the fossil. Any type of the fossil. Have I just given it to you for eternity?
Could I trade this?
Certainly. I think that's within your price range.
The swirly one at the front would be great. Thank you.
Swirly one. Ammonites? Maybe Ammonites.
Pleasure doing business.
It was the ammonite fossil that I traded sea glass for. Good evening.
How?
I was told your great-great-grandfather...
You made it there and back in one piece? If you're pulling my leg...
No, really. I hired Crab McCready to take me there in his...
Now I know you're hiring Crab McCready. Nobody with an ounce of sense can captain a quiz team, let alone a journey.
I've heard he is a very talented poet.
I think I'll just...
I'm here if you need...
Okay, I will tell him that I found it somewhere else. That should probably do a trick.
Look what I just found.
Is that what I think it is? A dinosaur fossil. A memento of the behemoths. A shadow of a bygone age. My very own dinosaur.
That's an ammonite, that is.
Really not helping here, Crab.
Just saying.
And it was right here where you were searching. You were right after all.
I was right. I'm a real-life paleontologist. This'll show Papa.
Crab, we're heading back to Dead Nettle. Muffy found what he was looking for.
Glad to hear it. Step aboard. Where did your friend run off to so fast?
I have no idea, but I think we made a childhood dream come true tonight.
I am so overwhelmed, I might spew right across the deck.
Okay, let's shoot this baby. Just don't make me aim. This is my only chance.
The brooch at Crossbone Cove reflecting light back from the lighthouse, I knew exactly where to aim. I took a match out of the matchbook and lit the cannon's fuse. I felt like a pirate captain about to unleash a broadside barrage. Ready the cannons, you scurvy scallywags! Pull the ship to port, down with the mainsail! Buckle your swash and fire!
See that he was not only the one fulfilling the childhood dreams. Nothing to see here. Let's go home.
That looks like it might have worked.
Hopefully. Because I think that I traded the shovel somewhere.
Well, blow me down.
Did you do that?
I needed to find...
Well, Aladdin, I think you found you.
Yay!
The cannon fire had worked. The boulders that had fallen in the rock slide were now rubble strewn across the...
Let's go inside this absolutely stable cave.
A ghostly glow flickered from the far end of the cave as I slipped on the seat. I began to fear the worst, but as I emerged in the subterranean chamber...
Let's grab a key and get out of here.
I found you, Xavier. Your final expedition won't have been in vain.
Yeah.
I grow weary of your inability to heed my warning, Murphy McCullough.
Maybe you should do some
No
work.
good shall come from you pursuing this.
I kinda feel that he will let me collect all of the keys and then snatch them away from me.
What you've done to Abigail Belmore cannot be allowed to continue.
Abigail Belmore is dead, as will you be, if you continue this pathetic charade.
She deserves to be free, just like all the ghosts of the manor.
You haven't learnt, have you, McCallan? Everything you've done so far has just made the situation worse. Now is the time to back out.
I'll never do that, Rackham. Finding the treasure is more important to me now than it's ever been.
Then I hope it's a cause you're willing to die for. Just as Xavier Belmore drowned in the rising tide of this cave, so shall you.
Oh no. Is it going to be timed? I hope it won't.
When Rackham's earthquake finally stopped, I realized the route I'd followed into the cave was blocked. Tons of impenetrable rock and rubble now stood between me and the outside world. I was trapped. The only source of light was the glowing algae in the water, but even that dimmed to darkness when it went undisturbed in the quiet cave. At any point, the cave could fill up with seawater, drowning me just as it had Xavier. I needed to find a way out.
Well, to be fair, I wonder why Rackham is not collecting the keys by himself if we cannot touch the bodies
As I stood still, I noticed...
Sorry, the bodies of the victims, or
I
what?
didn't need to bother Xavier.
Oh no, it's getting darker or lighter?
I wasn't going to be able to pick up the algae.
Not the greasy one. I haven't.
I couldn't.
Why?
I didn't need. I couldn't. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me, but the rock form. So that.
Yeah. Okay, bottle. Our trusty bottle. The best lantern.
I scooped up some of the algae water. With a quick shake to agitate it, the bottle became.
Perfect.
I didn't need.
That's perfect.
I didn't need.
Okay.
There was no way through the wall of rubble, but I didn't know if my mind was playing. So that's why. It was a rock formation at the far end of the.
Okay, let's use our lantern there,
I didn't
maybe.
need to pour algae water.
What do you want to pour the algae water on, though?
I didn't need.
I can always use this.
I couldn't.
Really? Oh, here!
Darkness dimmed in the cave. I began to make out a faint loom. Some turbulence beneath the water was making the algae glow, and I hoped it. That might have been my only way out, but swimming through the darkness would have.
Do it. You're very good.
The lights below the water didn't offer much chance of escape, but at least it was better than waiting to drown in the cave. Using the bottle of algae as an underwater lantern, I waded into the water, then dived down below the surface.
Dude, not in the boots.
The underwater tunnels felt like a maze. I pulled myself past jagged rocks and twisting passages, with only the ethereal blue glow of the algae to light my way, until finally, with only seconds of air left in my lungs, I reached the surface.
Crap-headed
What are you
day.
doing over there? It's dangerous to swim out here, you know. You could get washed into a sea cave or something.
You tell me.
Thanks for the advice, Crab. I'll make a note of that. Green from the seawater I'd swallowed, I could at least say I'd survived being drowned. And now I had Xavier's key.
Yay! Looking for the brooch, but I don't see it anywhere.
It was only through magnificent luck that I'd made it out of the cove's waters once.
Okay, let's try now
Hello
with
again,
the
Crab.
Hello.
with the
I'd like
third
to
one.
Up aboard.
With the Cecile key. Oh, I have still no idea how to lure the reporter out. Can we kill this fish? Because this is wrong.
The fish was far too. The fish I'd supposedly caught was now slowly
Oh
I
no.
decided to leave.
No, no.
I didn't want to blow up the grill.
You do want to blow up the grill?
I decided to leave.
Poor Ned. Okay.
If Ned wanted to wait until the fish was cooked to tuck in, it was time to turn up the heat.
Buddy, I'm doing it to save you, really, 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 really.
Whoa! We don't want you overdone, little fishy. Time to cut you open. Ready for a taste sensation, Mac?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Hand me back that knife, would you?
Oh, we are giving you back the knife. Good. At least one thing we are given back.
That's strange. There's something in here. A horseshoe?
Now, how did that get in there?
Mac, I think your fish is stuffed.
Well, knock me over with a herring. I'm shocked. Does this mean my record doesn't count?
I hate to break it to you.
Did I hear what I think I heard?
Okay, she's
Out of
lured
the way,
out.
Buster.
Evelyn! What took you so long?
The record-breaking Pancoza was stuffed? The new record was a sham? Murphy, what have you got to say for yourself?
You've caught me red-handed. Well, I don't mean to be coy with you, but this cuts me to the soul. I only entered for the halibut. I can't believe I'm herring this right. I'm cracking up. I'm floundering. I'm carping on and on.
Stop.
I need to clear my head, but let me know if you need anything else from me.
I think you've got more of a future in the funny pages than serious journalism, Murphy. Kips, have you got time for an interview with the Juniper Parish Gazette?
Yes,
Evelyn
run.
honed
Run
in
to
on Ned
office.
like a dog with a bone and no sense of personal boundaries.
Do you think it would...
Yes. Having that.
Using the date
Perfection.
from the death certificate, I began to search through the newspaper's archives. And then, I found it. In the bottom corner of the newspaper was a small announcement showing that the person buried on that date was named Eleanor Hines. I ripped out the announcement and replaced the newspaper.
Okay. Eleanor Hines. 31st March 1898. But the date is important.
McAllen, I told you you can't go back there.
Whoops, look at the time. I've really got to be going.
Chop chop.
I had a name to go. Now it was time to find.
Cemetery. Sorry. Cemetery. Let's ask our fella here.
I thought.
Really? He can show us.
Do you know where I can find this grave?
Eleanor Hines? Name rings a bell, but...
I scanned the headstones for anything.
You know what you are searching for. Come on.
I began searching the... Aha! I discovered a small headstone at the center of the cemetery, partially covered in moss and lacking any date whatsoever. So this was where Eleanor Hines had been buried. Except, now that I was looking at it etched in large letters, I began to realize something. The name was an anagram. Here lies no one? And if a person wasn't buried here,
No.
what was?
Secret. Secrets were buried here.
I wasn't going to be able to
Okay. Shovel it is.
To say digging up a grave felt eerie would be an understatement. But if something was down there, I needed to find out what it was.
Oh, come on. You already really played the foolish game with that one
I
coffee.
took out the shovel and began to dig. Eventually, I found something. Not a coffin, but instead, a battered old chest.
Open it, probably. Or no? Ooh.
I opened the chest I dug up from the grave and found two things of interest. A round glass lens and an engraving in the lid of the chest. The engraving read, "The Tale of..." I picked up the glass lens.
Let's go. Let's go to the Belmore mansion. And we'll see if I will be able to find this Tale of the Mermaid. I don't know why, but the first thing I thought about was the mermaid meat. Fairly common motif in RPGs, at least in the RPG Maker RPGs, where people are eating mermaid flesh and they are cursed, but also like almost immortal.
The small lens fit perfectly.
Not gonna lie, I would actually...
I spy with...
Okay. I wouldn't mind. Oh, this is probably the river is my mermaid, right? Or no? I wouldn't... Oh, here it is.
The tail of this must have been the location described in the chest's inscription. But looking through the gap in the weather vane, all I could see was darkness. With no easy path to it, I couldn't justify risking my life trekking through overgrown wilderness and the alligator, and I needed some way to light up the bayou. The firework dropped snugly into the drain pipe.
I've done a lot of
Needed
running
a launch
around
tube to
because I
fire. This
wasn't
was the closest
sure
I was going to get.
what to use. Because it turned out that the lighthouse is too far away, and then I was trying to use everything everywhere. And finally I came back here.
I took
hope
a
that
match
I
out of the
won't
matchbook,
set anything
dragged
on
it against
fire.
the strike. The drain pipe had twisted, and now
Nice.
Illuminated by the glow of the fireworks, I could see something through the mermaid weather vane. It looked like a wishing well.
Nice. I would never guess. And I would never see anything through fireworks, to be honest. But hey, who am I to complain? It worked, it worked. Should I snatch even more gunpowder from the fort? Probably not for now, right?
My route to the well had me clambering over fallen tupelo trees and trudging through knee-deep water, lit only by moonlight and accompanied only
atmospheric.
by the curious critters of the bayou. But eventually, I found it.
Love me some well in the middle of nowhere.
I looked down the well. Perhaps the darkness concealed the next step of my treasure hunt. The swamp water was murky and dark. I wanted to turn the pulley, but realized without a handle, I wasn't going to...
Okay, we have this cranky thing.
The crank slid into the...
Perfect. Is this a rock or something we can pick up? It's a rock.
I'd heard of throwing a coin down a well to make a wish, but never of throwing yourself down. I just had to hope a 30-year-old rope could still hold my weight.
Maximum effort. And we don't have that coin. Aside from Cecil coin, actually. Yeah. Maybe it was not
With some
such a
luck,
good
I found
idea.
I'd landed on a metal platform jutting out into the hollow of the well. Clearly, I wasn't the first person to come down here, although the previous visitor might have arrived here more gracefully.
Don't have the bottle.
Unless I planned on jumping even further down into the well, the alcove looked like the only route out. But as I ran my hands over the bumps in the darkness, I couldn't find anything but cold, wet stone. If there was something there, I'd need some illumination to find it.
Okay. We are doing the lantern
I
from
didn't
the
need to
bottle?
make that grease.
No? I thought that we'll put greasy rag in the bottle and fire it. But no means no.
The light from a match was going to be too dim and too... I didn't need to... I would have burned my hand if I lit the greasy rag while...
I would put it on the feather duster?
need to...
Maybe? Maybe you can put feather duster on
The feather duster would have burned up in an instant, leaving me without a feather. I needed to... That did...
Okay. So we want to use the greasy rag. Stir spindle.
I didn't need to make that.
Let's grab
I picked up the rope and the spindle it was attached to.
Perfect. I didn't notice it earlier, so my bad.
Knowing how flammable the grease-soaked cotton would be, I wrapped it around the spindle to form a rudimentary...
Perfect. We are very smart today.
I took the final match out of the matchbook, careful not to drop it.
Ooh.
The torch burned brightly, dancing light into the form, and that's when I saw it. Hidden within the rock face was a small
Oh, where? Here. Okay.
I pressed the button and immediately heard the sound of sparking electricity.
Still working.
Seemingly coming from within the rocks themselves. And then...
Nice. After 33 years.
The passageway meandered like a labyrinth through the underground rock. With each step, I felt more and more lost, and ready to turn back. Then up ahead, I saw a glimmer of light.
And bats. And I became the Batman. The Avenger. The Dark Knight.
The top of the stairs appeared to be a dead end, but the wooden board blocking my way and the muffled sounds of electricity suggested there... I placed my hands on the obstruction and pushed.
Ooh! Cool thing. Hidden lab.
I emerged into a dimly lit office
This
that
is
seemed to have
Baxter
been taken over by frighteningly
Neil.
active machinery. And from
The room I
familiar
was trying
groaning
to
of
get
wood,
so badly.
I realized where I was.
Finally.
I solved your treasure hunt, Cecil. I hope you don't mind me taking this as my reward.
Hey, Rackham. More monologuing.
Murphy McCallan, you will pay for your insolence.
I have the third key now, Rackham. The treasure doesn't belong to you.
He will just follow me.
I will get to the Belmore treasure before you.
Do you think this is a game, Murphy McCallan? You are toying with things beyond your understanding.
I think you're just
Said the
nervous that
ghost.
I'm closer to finding the treasure than you are.
I will not be defeated by a mere mortal. Even if you claim the treasure, I will haunt you to the ends of the earth. There will be no escape from the terror and misery I will bring down upon you. Each time you sleep, I will turn your every dream into an unending nightmare.
I've survived your attempts to kill me twice now, Rackham. Maybe you're not as powerful as you think you are.
Even with the 3 keys, do you really think you can beat me to the treasure, Murphy? You are a mortal. I am an all-powerful spirit. I have looked upon the face
We should
of
just
death,
leave him monologuing and go
still
grab the
I
treasure,
remain
honestly.
here. Now it's time for you to look upon death too.
3 times
Just
the
as
luck.
Cecil Belmore's blood poured from his body, so shall yours.
Oh, the saws. Yeah, there is a saw machine. He will try to saw me in half. Or in quarters.
Rackham's
Classic!
telekinetic powers had dropped me onto the mill's conveyor belt. My wrists and ankles now tied with the same wire that was strewn about the mill. But at least the buzzsaw wasn't on.
Soon.
And then it got even worse.
Ooh, okay. Can I use my equipment, please? Or someone will have to save me. Where's my equipment?
With inches to spare, the belt snagged on the warping wooden frame and gave me a chance of escape. acutely aware that it could catch again any moment and send me hurtling into the spinning blade. With my hands and feet bound, I couldn't reach my belongings. Carefully, I held the wire wrapped around my wrists against the spinning blade. It cut through them like butter, just like it would do to me if I couldn't get my ankles free.
Just... you can get off.
No matter how...
Get off from the... I would just
With
roll
seconds left,
from here
hacked into the wires
and
with the
then
scissors
start
just
wondering
managed
how
get
to
through.
get rid of
With my
this.
legs free, I swung myself off the conveyor belt. I had survived being cut in half, and now I had Cecil's key. That was it. All 3 skeleton keys. Now it was time to open the vault.
No, I want to snoop around.
It didn't feel right pulling the dagger from the skeleton. The scrawls looked like the writings. I could identify words in Latin and strange occult symbols, but pieced together, they looked like they'd only have meaning to the... So this was the generator that the water wheel was powering. This was what was...
Okay, let's go to the manor and open the chimney, and then we will... fireplace, sorry. And then we will be so surprised that the Rackham appeared and said that it was all part of his plan. Unless I will be proven wrong, which will make me actually happy.
The key did... I placed the third key into the mantelpiece and immediately heard a click.
We are here.
I didn't know what exactly I was going to discover beneath the house, but it was time to find out.
Oh, I think we are we are heading toward the end. Let's go.
I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
This is the only way to save everyone in the house. I need to see what's down there.
A cry for help will make no sound with secrets deep below the ground.
Why
Dare
she's
he
always
walk
so
into
ominous?
the black, for once he's in, he won't come back.
Part 4. The Coffin Stone. Okay, so we are very close. Hopefully. Hopefully there will be no rematch with the Rackham after he steals our stone.
The staircase
And we don't know
coiled
how to
down
destroy
and
it
down
anyway.
beneath the house, carved out of the very rock the house sat on. Lit only by flickering lanterns, I worked my way towards the green glow beckoning me at the end of the tunnel. Finally passing through the frame of a large metal door and into the Belmore Vault.
Okay, this is the time for the break. Thank you for watching. We'll see each other next time. Probably I will try to wrap it up in one chapter, in one go, but we will see. For now, take care and bye!